What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon jumping back into Rugby 25 today. Another update coming out. The guys at Big Ant Studios are smashing out the updates at the minute. They've actually said on Twitter they're going to be doing updates every Tuesday and every Thursday. And they've even mentioned that there's going to be the sort of like the ultimate team, or what they've done for AFL and what we've probably had similar in other rugby games coming at the end of the year as well. So lots of stuff going on, but we've got a new update today. This one sounding fun. I'm looking forward to get into it. Absolutely know nothing about it. I've literally just seen the patch notes myself. We'll check them on screen for you guys. As always, timestamps in the timeline and down in the description if you want to jump to a certain section. But let's have a little bit of a read through these patch notes. Dear players, as promised yesterday on Twitter, as I've literally just mentioned that, a new patch for Rugby 25 is going live today with the main focus on rucks, which that'll bring some joy to a lot of people at the minute. Added drop pocket option at okay, drop in the pocket. Yep, I get what that means. Yeah, drop pocket option at rucks. Holding D-pad down button at ruck calls a kicker to drop back in preparation for a kick. A lot of us have asked for this, so I'm glad that's finally getting in. Then use the LB and RB button, or L1 or R1 on PlayStation, to pass to the kicker out of the ruck. Then choose an appropriate kick distance, for example, Y on Xbox. Y on Xbox? Oh, I see. If you're going for a drop goal, right? I'm with you. I thought in my head I was thinking of exiting from me 22. I was like, why am I doing a drop goal from inside my 20? I'm with you. Okay, if you want to go for a drop goal attempt, it does say it in the very patch note. I got caught myself out there a little bit. Okay, so kind of similar to what Rugby 22 was then, where you drop someone back and then it's the LBRB to pass backwards, which I quite liked and kind of wish was more of a thing in this game, to throw a deeper pass behind you with LBRB, but we'll test that out today. Resolved pod passing issues. Pod passing out of a ruck LT-RT has been corrected. To be honest, I kind of stopped using it because of the way they changed the rucks to be the manual input button. So we'll give that a go as well, because I certainly moved on to just doing the target passing between the backs more than the forwards recently. Corrected rules. Resolved rare case of tries not being awarded out of a scrum near the try line. I never had that. That's interesting. Resolved cases where 50-22 kicks were not correctly detected. They just weren't in the game. And corrected rule following kickoffs, which go out on the full. Haven't mentioned anything there about that you can still just kick the ball dead from anywhere on the pitch and still get awarded a line out, from where the ball went out. So I don't know if that will have changed as well. Adjusted career player generation. The player generation system has been balanced to avoid generating rookie players with ratings outside of the expected ranges. Not something I've come across, not even really sure how we're going to be able to test that by going into the career, but we'll have a quick look. And then, of course, improved stability. They love their improved stability when it gets around to Rugby 25. So let us jump in and take a look at this then. So, starting out, well, should we have a look at this career thing then? How am I going to test this? I don't know. Where is career? Where's it gone to? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to guess it's over for, like, your recruitment. I'm guessing is what they mean. If you search for players, I've not really had that issue. I haven't got the settings to be on, like, the hardest or anything, though. Is it do, like, your filters or your sorts? I'm going to guess it meant that it was giving people lots of these lower-rated players. People were talking about budgets and stuff not working for them. I can't say I've noticed that as an issue in my own career. If anyone has done their own career and noticed you're getting a lot of rookie players, let me know down in the comment section if that's something that you've seen and or has it been fixed. I'm not even sure how to test that without playing like a season of the career, which obviously I can't do in one video. So I'll take their word for it. Let's jump into a game because I want to test out these dropping in the pocket for drop goals. I'm a man who likes his drop goals. What should we do? I feel like we've done all manner of teams now in the international scene. In fact, you know what? Because now Portugal are in. I haven't done a game with Portugal. I don't think Portugal are now in, right? I think they've done all in the names. Let's do Portugal. Going up against Tonga. Have we done Tonga? I feel like we did do Tonga. What should we do? Papua New Guinea or Samoa? That could be fun. Portugal, Samoa. There's a game for us to do. We're going to be testing out. We'll drop that down again to medium. I'm sort of crushing medium at the minute. Hardest is more fun, but we're aiming for drop goals. We need to be up that end of the pitch to test out this pod system as well. We'll keep it in the start of France. I don't really care. Let's do a nighttime game. Let's look all fancy in the nighttime, shall we? Let's jump in and take a look then at these changes. So we're looking. So it's going to be holding down on the D-pad in order to call the ruck, the kick taker to the ruck. We're also going to be testing the forward target passing from rucks as well, and also aiming for 50-22s. Might swap the camera angle to be behind the players again, just to give me that extra advantage. Okay, we'll set that camera up so we definitely know it's in the right way. It just helps us get those 50-22s and those drop goals a bit easier, because we want to showcase that they actually work, hopefully. Or not work, as there's been a couple of occasions as we run on here in a nighttime game in Stade de France, which I do love the lighting in this game. It looks very bright outside for a nighttime game through those windows, to be fair. I did select Night Taker. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't. Looks a bit darker. I don't know. Well, let's get into it. Come on. Maybe I didn't. It looks daytime. Did I not select night? I'm willing to take that as my own L in this game. I thought I selected nighttime. Obviously, I didn't. I've obviously selected something completely different. And we're into the daytime. So, somehow to get us kicked off and underway. Let us take this one. Okay, straight through the line. Right. Let's test it immediately. Drop pocket. We've got an instruction now on screen. Number 10 has dropped back. LBRB. Just threw it to my prop. We'll go for it again. Okay. Drop in the pocket. Yep. Do I have to now let go of the... Okay, that time better. So you have to let go. I was holding down the entire time while also pressing pass. So you have to let go of the down button. Down is just to tell that you want the guy to drop in the pocket, and then you do the LBRB. But worked there, and allowed us to get a decent kick away. They didn't exactly rush off the line to put pressure on us, so we got a little bounce into touch as well. Let's see if we can steal a line out. Apparently not, and we'll get in for more. Right, we're looking for those drop goals, and also the LTRT, passing it out from the ruck. Oh, long pass away. Now, I have been playing a bit more since we've had the passing update, which I did the video for on Tuesday, right? And I have noticed there being a few more options, more issues with the passing that has come in, with getting a few passes completely incorrect. And not at all what I'm going for. Let's drop someone else back in the pocket. Okay, I'm holding down. Number 7 has dropped back in the pocket. We're aiming for that 50-22 over the top. I don't think we're going to quite get there. Or the bounce might be favourable. Come on. Come on. Well, he kicked it out. Well, we'll never know. But yeah, I've noticed a few more issues with passing. A few bullet passes. The video I did on Tuesday, actually, the game was actually quite good. There was a couple of bullet passes. I have seen further issues that people have had, though, with the passes where it hasn't gone completely correct, and my own issues with stuff not working. Right, let us take this one in. Let's try and line ourselves up a little bit. In fact, let's test out the forward passing. It's only giving me the A cell. Oh, now there's B's popped up, and we can charge it with our forwards. And it was only just saying that it's been corrected. It's not giving me a lot of options when I do the forward passing select. It's only given me 1 or 2 players so far, but I hadn't experienced an issue with it. Right, let's drop our guy back in the pocket. Let's throw it back. Drop goal. Sends it through. Absolutely brilliant. You know what? That works. That is something we have asked for. Well, I think since about Early Access 3, to have someone drop back in the pocket. It's been very consistent. You've just got to remember to let go of the down button once your guy is in position. Don't hold it down while also trying to do the pass. That seems to break it. But that seems to work. Great. We've now got an option for being able to get, more interesting kicks away and stuff. Let's see if we can try and get a 50-22 at some point. It is a little bit tricky to still land it. Oh, they'll go for a turnover. Of course they'll have a turnover. Why wouldn't they? Let's try and steal this one back for us. 50-20 kicks are working. We also I kind of want to have a look at the idea of getting those, just the kicks going out on the full, which I had a lot of them going wrong for me over the last sort of day or two of testing this out. Let's just get in there. Can we have the ball back, please? It is interesting how much the turnovers swap from game to game. If you saw the video on Tuesday, you'll know I fully understand what the game wants me to do at the ruck for turnovers, because we had loads of them. But then you play like this game, Samoa versus Portugal, and suddenly none getting in here. And Samoa making some big ground. I've noticed a lot more of the bump-offs seem to be back in for the AI. They are going through plenty of these bump-off phases as well now, which we had in early access, which annoyed a lot of us that it seems to be so utilizable for the AI, but not necessarily for the player. But I have seen lots of people spam the handoff as their own version of doing it. But the AI do love a good bump-off. We cannot get this ball back here. We are just not getting any turnovers now. Maybe I should have put it on easiest just to try and guarantee a few more turnovers for us. It is still an issue that they haven't been able to find that sweet spot with the rucks. They're either just the easiest thing in the world, or they are utterly impossible. Right, let's try and go for some passing phases. We can work our way down. Target passing is still way off. I want it. Oh, they got another turnover there. Of course they did. Even though yet again I had 3 guys in that ruck. How can I defend my rucks? Oh, man. What was they say? The focus was on rucks for this one. It is, you know, much more around the kicker at the ruck, but I would still like them to be able to fix these rucks at the minute. It is so strange how some games are so easy to get turnovers and some others are just brutally tough, and yet the AI is a master at them. Right, we managed to get the ball back finally. My God, I'm just going to cut out a whole bunch of that up. Right, let's try and go for some phase passes. I really want to have a look at the 50-22s, if we can get one up. I can't kick with that guy. Of course I can't kick with that guy. So they still not fixed the thing where if you make a break, you still can't get that kick away, which is very annoying. Let me try and take this one up a little bit further here. I just want to try and see if I can get my guy in the pocket. There we go. We're going to look for this kick over the top of the heads. Go for that 50-22. That's a nice bounce. That should be a... Oh, it's the half-time, Mad Dragon! You moron. What am I doing? Why did I... Oh, I didn't even think about it. My head's not in this game today. Why did I do it? That was a lovely 50-22. And the game took it away from me. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it do that? I just didn't even focus on the time. You know what? They took away the hooter for half-time. Because it's not really a thing you have in Northern Hemisphere rugby or in the international scene. It's a big thing that they have in like Southern Hemisphere rugby, you know, Super Rugby, and that they have the halftime hooter. I really like the hooter because it just does give you that awareness that it's halftime. The clock just changing to red in the very top left-hand corner. Sometimes you don't really notice what you're doing, especially, you know, these types of videos. You're very engaged and just trying to get the ball back and trying to attempt to do stuff in the game, and we can't really do anything. I messed that one up because it's... because it was half-time, of course. Oh, still got those ones not working for us. Okay, they're going to give that ball back to us. We can't go for a 50-22 here. Let's just go for the forward passing selection there once again. It is still only giving me the option for A or B. There's another turnover coming in. Let's get some subs on, because apparently our guys are just dying and they can't seem to be able to do anything. Whoa, that was a bit of a weird pass for them. They can get that one out the back. I still noticed a few more of those weird passing. Resolve pod rucks. Yeah, I mean, realistically, we've tested everything. I actually thought, because of how big the patch note was, I was like, man, there's going to be so much to test out here. But everything has actually been very good so far. I don't think we've actually noticed anything get worse because of it. Let's just try and do something else here. Let's go in. Oh, there's an injury to a thigh strain for that guy. Still not going to be able to get a 50-22 here. Let's just run this one up. We'll go once again, holding down the down button, put someone in the pocket. He's actually on a slightly different angle this time. Go for that drop goal. Oh, another beautiful drop goal for Portugal. So we are, you know, that has made drop goals so much easier. The AI are not rushing off the line to really put the kicker under a lot of pressure, but you have a lot more time now to get those drop goals over. The 50-22s, we've just been incredibly unlucky that we haven't been able to get that. I'm determined to still get one in this game to make sure that has actually been fixed. The formations at the forward haven't necessarily got the targeting system selecting multiple options for me. It is very much just your... Like that time, it's just A. B eventually did pop up for us there. But it isn't quite giving us as many options. But it is... No, it isn't either just selecting the full... Oh, it is just selecting... So it was 19. I thought that was 10. So it looks like it is actually just selecting the forwards. Which is nice, because if it's meant to be specifically targeting the forwards, you don't want it to also pick out the wings. So it's not something I actually, you know, dislike at all. I think that's good. Right, let's try and just get inside. Whoop, somebody. There we go. Right. Looking for that 50-22. Hold down the down button. Going to go for this side. The charge down thing is still a little bit annoying. Did anyone actually get onto me there? I feel like I still got that kick away. It's very interesting the way that the charge downs work. That basically, if you're in range for this guy to make the tackle, it basically dumbs your kick down as if like it's been charged down, and therefore you throw this sort of rubbish kick. I would really like that to be changed and instead have an actual charge down animation where they put their hands in the air to try and charge down the ball. I think that would be a lot more fun rather than have just sort of your kickers, I don't know, fail because they've got tackled in the sort of invisible tackle range of another player on the field. Wow, they've gone that way. That's okay. I would also like them to see maybe if they could add some sort of a momentum system into this defensive work. You know, like a game like this, I don't know actually, it might be that Samoa's rated higher than Portugal and therefore the forwards have got a better chance to claim the rucks at this point. But I would really like to be able to see that if you get, you know, numerous defensive, you know, tackles where the AI isn't able to make ground and you actually begin to march them back, whether it could actually, you know, maybe influence the turnovers to make it more likely that you're able to get a turnover. Like, all three of my guys are stood there watching that ruck go on, as opposed to just getting in and taking that clearly accessible ball. Once again, they've waited for the AI to get all their guys in, and it has slowed us down a little bit. I'm determined to get a 50-22 if the game would let me have the ball. Got to get back up to that halfway line before it gets... Oh, and the stupid interception. But you know what? Give them the try. Give them the try. We need to get up the other end of the field before... Just let them score. Let them score before it gets to 80 minutes, because we want to test the 50-22s. Okay, so we're in another game because that game was just... We just got stuck on our own try line and nothing was happening. We couldn't get anywhere, and therefore I couldn't get the 50-22. I'm determined to test out if this works. Come on, boys. Drop back in the pocket for me. Number 12 is back here. Get over there. We need a good bounce here. It feels a bit more like it did in Rugby 22, where the ball kind of wants to remain in field a bit more recently. Okay, we'll play the game in its own way. We'll swap sides. I am determined to test this. Right, nobody's back there. 50-22 on. Come on, give me the bounce. It's like, what is this? That's like the third one now that runs out of gas just before it gets to the line. I'm pretty sure this isn't a 50-22. I think he kicked that out again. We've had the line out. It feels like something has changed that I can't seem to get this out at all. Let me just double check. I want to make sure. Oh no, hang on. I thought he kicked it out. I think he ran over it. He completely missed it, and the ball registered. This is a thing that I've noticed in the game as well, that the ball gets registered as not being in or being in slightly offside. So it didn't touch the line, but the game has given that as a 50-22. So 50-22's fixed. Thank God, we've been able to test that out. It's taken me the entire game to do it. I would like to be able to just get over and score a try. Please, just give me something. Did that count? It didn't look like it counted. They really took their time with that one. So 50-22's in the game. That's an interesting camera angle from behind the flag. We've got a little voyeur view there coming in from the cameraman. Charged over and go. That looks like a slightly different camera angle to the usual for the replay. And we can kick this one over. Now, I do just want to quickly as well test out kicking out on the full to see if that's been fixed. They haven't said it in the patch notes, but I want to test if it has actually been a thing. So let's let them do another kickoff here. We're going to try and stay outside the 22 and then kick it dead on purpose to see if those kicks have been fixed as well or not. So let it land. Want to make sure I'm definitely outside the 22 because I don't want to give the game any sort of chance to register incorrectly. Give me a bit more room. Right, we're certainly now outside of our 22. Drop back my kicker. He's going to go there. We're going to go for a straight out kick. Will this throw-in be taken from after the halfway line or back from where my guy kicked it from? Let's have a look. Should be a Portugal kick. That is correct. That's what we want to be able to see. But where are we taking it from? Nope. We are taking it from where the ball went out. So they've still not fixed the issue where you kick the ball dead and it just gets taken from where the ball goes dead, as opposed to where the kicker goes. But 50-22s have been fixed. Tested, completed by Mad Dragon. Alrighty then, thoughts and feedback time. Let's put the patch notes back up so we can have a bit of a run through what's going on there. Sorry that this one's probably been a bit of a choppy video. I cut out a lot of the rucks that was just endless rucks, and I probably would have chucked that down a little bit just to try and get through the video and have a look bit more of the specific things they've talked about. So the patch notes added the drop pocket option at rucks. You can now hold down D at the D-pad. And honestly, I actually noticed sometimes I just pushed it. I didn't even hold it down, but it says to hold it down specifically. In order to drop a kicker back in the pocket for a preparation for a kick, you then use the two bumpers in order to pass back, similar to what we had in Rugby 22, and then it allows you to do the Y for a drop goal, or of course you could use A and just kick it out if you're trying to exit your own 22 and stuff. Yep, all working. Really nice to see that in the game. That is a big positive to add into this game that people have cried out for since like Early Access 2, Early Access 3, to give us more time as the kicking option. That's been added in and actually seemed to work flawlessly. The only one that went wrong was the very first one because I was still holding the down button when I pressed passes in case that's what it wanted me to do, and that doesn't work. That gave it to the prop. So you have to let go of the down button in order to let the pass. So you have to have that secured as that's going to be your passing option. But Yeah, that seemed to work absolutely flawlessly. Resolve the pod passing issues. Pod passing out of a Ruck LTRT has been corrected. I don't know what that means. Corrected how? What was wrong with it? You know, what's sort of been fixed? I can't say I've noticed any issues with it, but since they changed the way Rucks work now that you can't hold any other button other than B when getting into the Ruck, I stopped doing my tactic of always holding down LT or RT when doing the Ruck to get the forward passing. It does only allow you to now select 2 players on the target passing, but I don't know if that's a bad thing, because realistically, you know, you don't want to pass it to your third forward that way. You probably want to be playing with a forward. You're going to be a little bit closer. When actual pods get added of players and you get to do that target passing a little bit better, I think that'll work nicely. So that, to me, worked fine. It only gives you 1 or 2 options. The target system doesn't always appear, but nothing broke when trying to do it, so I would say that's perfectly fine. Corrected rules. Resolve cases where you're not being awarded out of a scrum near the try line. I've never experienced that. We didn't get a scrum. Very hard to force that to happen in a game as well. So I'll take that word from it. I never even experienced it not happening. So, you know, I can't comment on that too much. Resolve cases where 50-22 kicks were not correctly detected. They've now fixed that. The 50-22 did work. I still think there's a bit of a question mark about whether they've changed something to try and keep the ball more infield if it's bouncing. I think we had 3 or maybe even 4 over the course of those games then, where I had a really nice angled kick, good bounce on it, and the ball somehow bounced back inside, like away from the touchline, like something's trying to make it go that way. You could say it's the wind or something, but we weren't able to actually like nail a perfect 50-22, but we did get one, and it did work correctly. I'll do a little bit more testing of what's going on there, but they have been implemented correctly. And then adjusted the player generation for careers. Again, something I've just never experienced myself to know what the main issue is. So if you guys have noticed that there was a lot of rookies being given to you in career mode, I can't say I've done the career mode on like the super hardest difficulty that would probably warrant it. I've blitzed through it just to gain knowledge on how the career mode went. Let me know down in the comment section if you noticed that, because I also don't even really know how to test that other than, you know, I don't know, starting a new career, playing a full season, get to second season, lose a load of players, and then do it. That's very hard to condense down into one video. And then improve stability. I will say one thing that has worked across this game so far has been the crashes. I haven't had a crash since day of launch in this game. I think we've been okay basically the entire time. I've had a couple of soft lock happens that are normally always to do with the quick throw-ins. They're always to do with the quick throw-ins. Breaks everything for me. But the actual stability of the game crashing on the PC, I don't think I've had a single crash. So they keep you know, adding that they're doing better stability. But crashes for me hasn't been a big thing. Overall, good Thursday patch, I would say. I didn't notice any new negatives coming in from the game, which has come with some of the other patches. Everything seemed to be where it was before, but now we have the ability to drop in the pocket, do those drop goals, go for those long-range kicks. 50-22's back in the game. Still haven't fixed the issue where you can just kick the ball dead anywhere you want on the field and and the lineup just gets taken from where the kick is. That would be nice to fix, because that's a little bit unrealistic at the minute to just be able to just cheese that. But 50-22's being added back in is something that a lot of people are asking for. Drop pocket being added back in for. Another good patch. Big Hands have been doing well. A lot of people are very unhappy with the launch of this game. These updates that have been coming out are kind of the updates we wanted in early access. I'm not sure what the shift is now in launch, if there's just a lot more pressure over there for the guys over at Big Hand. But these were the things we asked for in early access, and they are pushing them out like every 2 days, and they've said it in a tweet, every Tuesday, every Thursday. New updates coming. Great. Keep them coming. Looking forward to see the next one. Overall, this one actually gets a good tick from me. No new issues, and everything seems to be new and positive. So, hey, I'll take that as a good step in the right direction. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.